And that includes the Republican congressman from Colorado, Tom Tancredo, who is also running for president. Congressman, thanks so much for joining us.
It's a pleasure, as always.
Let me ask you, one of your signature issues is immigration reform. Most of the Democrats in this race all favor the legalization of many of the 12 million illegal immigrants or undocumented workers in this country. What burden do you think there is on the Democrats tonight to answer questions about illegal immigration?
Well, they're going to have to explain why they want amnesty for 12 to 20 million people, to the American people. And although they will not use the word amnesty, I'll bet, that is exactly what, of course, all of them are proposing. And the costs to the country are enormous for this. And, of course, they're going to have to explain why this isn't a slap in the face to every single person who has wanted to come into this country and has waited in line, done it the right way, and all the people who are out there and still waiting to do that. Why isn't this a slap in their face to say that if you sneak into the country and do it in a big enough quantity, that's okay, we'll just give you all the same benefits that we would otherwise give people who did it the right way. I'd like to hear how they all explain that.
Let me ask you, Congressman, I was interested in something that Governor Bill Richardson, who you know is the governor of New Mexico, a border state, said the other day. He said for the Democrats, it's a bad vote, it loses you votes. I've never found anybody that won on the issue of immigration. That for the Democrats. Do you think Democrats are feeling a little bit of a squeeze on this because of the way the American public views the need to secure our borders?
I think so, but I think they're also feeling a squeeze from some of the pressure groups inside the party itself, and certainly some of the folks that have the loudest voice in the party. Ted Kennedy is committed to this, and so I think that they're going to have to deal with it. I think that they're going to have to figure out a way to try to finesse it for the American people. So are some of the Republicans.
It's interesting. Congressman Bill Richardson has also said of that 154-mile fence that has been proposed in the U.S.-Mexico border, he said, quote, "I would not have this stupid wall between Mexico and the United States." That's from a governor of one of the states.
Well, of course, he may say that because, of course, I don't think he really has any intention to try and reduce the flow of illegal immigrants into the country. But a barrier is a very effective means of controlling the flow. It is not the only way. To suggest that if you just put up a fence, people will stop coming, or you will be able to prevent the flow of illegal immigration is absolutely inaccurate. Nobody is suggesting it. The barrier is done in conjunction with an increase in human resources. Mm-hmm. And an increase in the use of technology on the border. But together, all of those things can provide a very substantial barrier to people coming into this country illegally. Ask the Israelis about fences. They work.
All right, Congressman Tom Tancredo, I know we'll see you next week at the Republican presidential debate right here on MSNBC. Thanks so much for your time.